Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Portland River Hogs and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the delay, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Murray now to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They go play action here on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the 2nd level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
Chandler Jones just keeps getting better and better. Each season, he adds a little more to his game. I wonder if he wants to take on his UFC fighting brother at any time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go. Deep tighten up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished up,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes now to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Armani Watts who got him down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. 1st down, Murray. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They go play action. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A second nice move. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go route.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. This is Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, we're standing by. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Swift. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. This short throw caught by Goddard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And his pass incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and 9, Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert On 3rd and 9. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to take over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Chris Jones on the stop. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hill shedding the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this one complete to Reed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a give, right side. Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there. And
you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now this throw caught left side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's a gain of 5 on the play, so a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Murray. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
Offense.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Your trip is here.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Perkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football. That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second. Well, they have been able to shut him down at least as of late. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range. And the tension building. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. Points in this one, you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it? It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one. the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.